doing good or bad. If he is in you, you will seek the truth. If he, you will, we will be.
I feel like I am seeking the truth, but I'm not because I'm not saying the names right. Which means I'm not really connected to the real Spirit.
No,
I think I'm connected to the Holy Spirit, but really doesn't exist. Because that's my labels.
But that's Christianity. It's not. But he didn't say it's a label. He said it's his name. He said it's the only name. People will tell you that, and you have to put faith in people to use another name. And that's a big deal.
Hey, can I read this right here from Romans 1 to us? Can I read it? So it says, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel, for it is the power of God for salvation to everyone who believes, the Jew first and also to the Greek. For in it the righteousness of God is revealed from faith, as it is written, the righteous shall live by faith. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men."
Hold on, can you stop right there? Ungodliness.
Right.
The wrath of God is against ungodliness. So if I'm standing here and I'm saying it's wise not to go to the left or to the right. If he gave us a name, use it. If he gave us holy days, celebrate.
But you're also claiming you know the sinner.
Etc. That I'm what?
You're claiming you have to know the sinner to not go left or right.
If you're gonna seek him with your whole heart, you know the sinner.
You got to know the sinner. Okay, so let's continue. Because my argument is that everyone knows God exists. But they suppress the truth in unrighteousness.
But do they know Yahuwah?
Well, it says they know there's only one true living God, right?
But
so they have to know that God. Well, the Bible says they do. Let me continue. It says, "For what can be known about God is plain to them, because God has shown it to them. For his invisible attributes, namely his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly perceived ever since the creation of the world." So there is no one that does not know God. Everyone knows God exists, the one true living God, not a false God.
I understand what you're saying, because I believe you can look around and everyone, now that I've come out of Christianity, it feels so good, you guys have no idea. Now I'm so much more open to understand other people's experience. What I honestly believe at this point, most people in America going out there proselytizing, all these Christians, don't even know the truth themselves. They don't even know it themselves. Most people are so far because Yahuwah said a little bit of left. And once Satan saw that people were willing to go a little bit to the left, he's going to kick the door down. Once
so you're
he
saying
saw
like
that
Muslims and Eastern philosophy and Christianity and Roman Catholicism and everyone has gone left or right, for sure.
Oh, for sure. And
everybody.
He said that. Your God said that. He said very few.
I've never met another person that has the exact view you have. That is.
There's a lot of people waking up, but man. My view. But did I tell anything? Did I say anything that's not from the Word? How is it that
only that I might be going to hell because I'm using the wrong names?
But hold on,
that's freaking me out a little bit.
Did your God say there's salvation in one name? I didn't say that. You guys are deceived.
Well, you told me about the cross. You got that information from the Bible. You didn't get it from 2,000 years. You said Jesus on the Yeshua on the cross.
Mm-hmm. So what is?
Did we have to have faith? The only reason we have that story is because of the book that's on that table over there.
You just corrected yourself.
Did I?
When you said
no, he was doing that for you.
I understand.
I was being respectful to God.
No. It's to God.
Okay, so I'm being respectful to God. So I'm calling him Yeshua.
To use his actual name.
Okay.
And how is it that we could all be his kids? Half of us could care less about his real name, and the other half are just zealous.
As long as it doesn't condemn me to hell when he goes, "Hey man, you got that wrong. Remember that girl in the park? She was right, you idiot. Come on in because of the blood of the cross."
But you're missing my point. You're missing my point. Listen.
He called himself Emmanuel.
Just listen.
I'm listening.
If he says, "This is my name," and some of his children are excited to use it, and the other ones aren't, for whatever reason, that's between you and him. But I will tell you, you can't argue me that the mind of Yahuwah doesn't respond to the truth, and he doesn't rejoice over the truth. So I don't feel in error for rejoicing over the truth of his name.
I feel like we can both be standing in heaven, and you say we needed to do it on Saturday and do Yeshua, and I was doing it on Sunday and calling him Jesus Christ. Unless you're telling, and the only issue I would have with you is you're telling me, actually, you might not be standing next to me in heaven because I don't know.
But wait,
well, you're robbing me of any assurity. You're saying that's between you and God. I hope that works out for you because you're using the wrong name.
Okay, listen, wait.
It's kind of scaring me. Making me feel like it's more than the cross and the sin.
Dear, it should scare you. Because listen.
Yeah.
If Yahuwah said don't go to the left or right of his word, do you think it's wise to take up Sunday service?
He also has no verses in there that say anything about if you get the name wrong, you can't have fellowship with me and be mine.
But you have to understand that's not what I said once. I didn't know his name for years.
Were you saved?
I didn't know. But when I came into the knowledge of the truth, because I was saved, I responded to it. Because I had his ruach. But if you come into the knowledge of the truth and you ignore it, how do you also have the mind of Yahuwah?
Well, man, this is information I just got 10 minutes ago. Give me a minute. All I'm saying is, when you leave here and I leave here.
Hey, what translation do you read when you?
I try to use the Hebrew.